Be your brother's keeper in the little ways that you can, even if it means calling in to reporting, some of these issues that you might be facing in your community. Well, that is also a way of sensitizing or bringing about sensitization for change, right? And that's what Abuja Now is all about. Now, from my end, I will be sharing a couple of stories that is very, very germane to Abuja. That is about Abuja. That is something that's going on in ABJ. So you also get to know what's happening in that regard. My name is Uduak Daniel. Call me UD, the golden voice on your radio. So Bello's name not on 550 million naira Abuja property documents. EFCC witness is saying that one now. A witness of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, Olusegun Joseph Adeleke, as of Monday, said a former governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello, did not participate in all the transactions that led to the purchase of 550 million naira in Maitama, Abuja by one Shehu Bello. So he was not in all of it, but he was in some. Okay. Now, the prosecution witness told the Federal High Court in Abuja that Bello's name was never featured in all the documents relating to the transactions, including the title deed. So Olusegun Joseph Adeleke gave the evidence while testifying in the money laundering charges against the former governor. So Adeleke, who is the general manager of a certain, property in Abuja, was led in evidence by EFCC lead counsel Kemi Pinheiro, who's a son, and then he had narrated to Justice Emeka Nwite how the chairman of this properties, limited, Fabian Nwora, invited him to transactions by Shehu Bello on the purchase of the property located at number 1 of Ikogosi Street, somewhere in Maitama, Abuja, right there. Okay, so this one too, the story continues. That where he was, still giving account and everything. Well, he said that sometime in 2020, his chairman, Fabian Nwora, introduced him to a young man called Shehu Bello, and that they had a discussion concerning the purchase of the property. And in his words, this is what he had to say. We had a discussion concerning the purchase of the property in question, and he told me that the young man would be coming back to make payment for the property at an agreed price of 550 million naira. And that's what he said. When asked if he had seen Shehu Bello since that day, he said, I saw him 3 times. The first time was for introduction, the second time for payment, and the third time was when he brought a legal document for the execution of the property in itself. Well, the EFCC lawyer then mentioned another property, somewhere around Fifth Avenue in Gwarimpa, and told the witness to tell the court what he knows about it. Now, the witness in response said the property was purchased by one Nuhu Muhammad for 70 million naira and was paid through a bank transfer. When I hear money's, jumping and flowing like this, it makes my head, want to grow big and then to just stay there for a while, and then as if somebody used a pin, it just starts getting less. But the case is still ongoing in court. Justice Emeka Nwite is the one who's handling that case. Now, whilst he was asked if he remembered which bank the money came from, he said, well, I don't remember the bank. Now, the EFCC witness explained that upon conclusion of transaction, Shehu Bello made payment for the property and the receipt and letter of allocation delivered to him. He, however, said that the said Shehu Bello changed the transactions when he came back for refund of his money upon discovery that the house was under EFCC investigation. Now, on the cross-examination now, the transaction by Joseph Bodunde Daudu, who's a SAN lead counsel to Yahya Bello now. The witness admitted having transactions with Shehu Bello 3 times. He said that throughout the transactions, he did not cite Yahya Bello, while his name did not also feature in any of the documents on the transactions, including the title deed. All right? Okay, so that is what it is. Now, the defense counsel further asked whether it was correct to say that he did not initiate any discussion with Shehu Bello on his own, to which he also answered, no, I did not initiate any conversation, with Shehu Bello on my own. It says, on the document signed for the transaction, the defendant's counsel asked the witness if he could confirm that Shehu Bello signed his own part in his presence. He said, he did not, my lord. That's what he answered. Daudu San also asked, throughout the transaction, did you set eye on the defendant? Not at any time in the course of this transaction, the witness responded. Now, the defendant will now be Yahya Bello, I guess. But then that's what the discourse is. So if you've been having it, at the back of your mind that, okay, so Yahya Bello's name was part of the 550 million naira Abuja property documents mentioned, well, this one is confirming that, amongst other things, his name did not really feature in this one right here, right? Well, we should move away from that now and still looking at, Bello's arraignment seems to be, or Bello's trial, I beg your pardon, seems to be the talk of the hour in ABJ. Operators of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission have manned the Federal High Court in Abuja as the trial of the former Kogi State Governor Yahya Bello on alleged fraud charges resumed, on Monday, right? So operators have already come across, to ensuring that they stand guard so that no type of infiltration, right, or disturbance or distortion to the hearing would come to bear. But they had various brands of guns. They took it there. They blocked one of the major roads leading to the courts complex with one of their vehicles. Even apart from dogs, apart from guns, they have dogs. Ooh, they took dogs there. And even all the weapons have fully been deployed at the court entrance by the security man. This is just for a trial, right? And as of the time of the reports now, lawyers who felt uncomfortable with the intimidating presence of the EFCC operatives, especially being subjected to unnecessary checks, were murmuring aloud, wondering what prompted the takeover of the court. Okay, so that is what it is. But recall, though, that the Federal High Court, Abuja, had on Friday, December 13, 2024, granted Bello bail in the sum of 500 million naira with 2 shorties in like sum. Now, this was also after the former governor pleaded not guilty to the 19-count charges brought against them by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. Now, he's also facing an alleged money laundering trial involving 80.2 billion naira, but has pleaded not guilty to all of the charges. Now, Joseph Daudu is the SAN leading the defendant, while Kemi Pinheiro SAN heads the EFCC legal team before Justice Emeka Mwite. But let's see how this giant trial will indeed come to close. Will it indeed end with remanding in custody, or will it be a case of your sins are forgiven, or would it also be a case of no winner, no vanquish, or a case of, based on the evidence before me now, and due to the technicalities of the Constitution, we just never know, this young man is free to go. But I'm hoping that the latter would not be the case. But let's go see this one right here. It seems as though the EFCC has been very, very active in Abuja these days. And just recently, right, they have mounted a raid in Abuja, arresting 59 internet fraud suspects. That's what the EFCC have done. I'll give it to them. Give it to the EFCC. 59 internet fraud suspects. Now, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has arrested 59 individuals suspected, of engaging in internet fraud in Abuja. Now, the commission spokesperson, Dele Oyewale, confirmed the development in a statement on Monday. They also revealed that the suspects were apprehended at the Abacha Road, Mararaba area of Nasarawa State. Oh, could this be where these people really have a large numbering? Well, according to Oyewale, the operation was based on credible intelligence, all right? Based on credible intelligence, and it also links the individuals to online fraudulent activities. Well, during the raid, though, the EFC said they noticed something. They noticed 73 mobile phones of various brands. They also came out to saying that the suspect would be charged to court upon the conclusion of investigation. Well, in recent years, though, you would recall that the EFCC has intensified its crackdown on cybercrime across the country. And that has led to multiple arrests of suspected fraudsters, particularly in urban areas. And quite a number of people have come out to calling out the EFCC, as much as some are saying, oh, EFCC thumbs up, just as I did with the bell in the studio. Others are saying, oh, you have the strength with the internet fraudsters, but you're not really doing well with the corrupt politicians. How many of them have you rounded up like that? In fact, some have argued that if we were to run through with the corrupt politicians, almost all of them would have been in custody. Well, that's what, Nigerians are saying. But then the EFCC spokesperson, the EFCC head, has said that, look, they're leaving no stones unturned. And his models operandi is such that it doesn't know fat cows, slim cows, politician, average Nigerian, common man doesn't know that. He's all out to just fight crime and bring it to a standstill, a standpoint where it will never have to rear its ugly head again. Well, the commission has also warned young Nigerians against engaging in internet fraud, commonly known as Yahoo, emphasizing its negative impact on the nation's economy as well as global reputation. So the Nigerian government has also ramped up efforts to, combating financial crimes by introducing stricter cybercrime laws and collaborating with international agencies just to track down online fraud networks. Well, we'll just take this call now, hear from you. Hello and good morning.
Hello.
Yes, hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, welcome, Eunice.
It's
Yes, welcome aboard, Eunice. Talk to us. Where are you calling from?
from Gudu.
All right, talk to us. Talk to us, Eunice. What is your Abuja Now story?
You say?
What is your Abuja Now story?
Well, my problem is that please use this paper, please. Continue trying with the light. It is everywhere. Somebody like me, I don't like it at all. That is me. Let them please help us with light. You know they are trying, but let them keep trying more a bit. The need is too much. People are supposed to live without light because in the afternoon, so everywhere, in the night, heat everywhere. Please, if you report sickness, let them please help us with light. You know, the money we are paying for them is not enough for them, but let them please help us. And once again, and all these politicians, they are just busy making money for themselves and their family. They don't even care about the poor. They should please help the poor. Because nobody knows tomorrow. The person that will down on him today, he may be the rich person tomorrow. They should please help mercy upon the poor. As long as everything in Nigeria belongs to them, we don't have anybody to fight for us. We don't have anybody. People are suffering, even if I'm Christian. What about others? What about families? People that have children. So end of the day, salary 50,000 with maybe 5 children, or 50 everywhere. They should leave. Please, we are begging them. We are tired without story. They are just making money for their self and their family. They don't even care about others. Why? Oh, sure, no problem. God will have mercy.
All
That's
right.
my own.
Thank you, Eunice, for that one right there. Passionate call right there, if you ask me. She is making an appeal right there to the ADC, or whichever organization is in charge of the power supply in Abuja now, that, hey, please. In fact, she even puts a part that quite a number of Nigerians or Abuja residents might want to raise their eyebrow for. Now, you're trying, you're doing well, but try harder, because the power supply issue is not funny anymore, right? And then she also went to the part of, hey, it does seem as though most politicians are just there to serve their pockets alone, and they don't care about the poor. That even if she has a roof over her heads now, what about those who don't have a roof over their heads? What would be the lot? Well, that's our Abuja story. Please, shady politicians right there, we need you to defect. Now, we're not asking you to defect from APC to PDP, from PDP to Labour. No, that's not what we're saying. We're saying defect to the People's Party itself. When I mean the People's Party now, I'm talking about us. Defect to our ideology. Defect to helping us. Defect to carrying our burden as yours. To doing the right thing. Doing right by the people. That's the defection. And I think that's the only defection that quite a number of Nigerians are really looking forward to. Should that defection ever happen, we wouldn't care about any other defections. Your past defections. Maybe those sins would have been forgiven because you have defected to the right side. That's the people's side. All right? But anyways, I'm hoping, Eunice, that, something would be done in that regard. And I don't know, but I think sometime, was it yesterday or was it last week now? There was a conversation, right, that pertained to the fact that in Abuja, right, the power issue is due to a major road, project, which has necessitated the load shedding in several parts of the city, right? And Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, announced that 132 kV and 33 kV towers need to be relocated along the Kokwaba-Apo, right, 132 kV line, and that will affect power supply to areas like Kubwa, Karu, Marabayanya, and Masaka. Now, the planned power outage, which started on January 6th and lasted until January 20, was scheduled from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily. However, it's really unclear if there were any generator transfer maintenance issues, in the process, right? I don't know. I'm not trying to be a spokesperson for the ADC, but ADC, the movements, the load shedding and everything, you gave us a time, that time has elapsed, and a family member is saying, the heat is becoming unbearable. So do something. Do something. That's why we are here. We pay our taxes. We do our best. Even though the Senate President has said only 30% of us have been paying taxes. But we know we pay. And we know we are lots paying these taxes. All right, so do the needful right by us. It's not like you're dashing us the power. You're not dashing us. We also pay for it. The best that we could. All right? But anyways, though, the discourse is still on. The conversation still, building on here and right here. You can as well let me know what your Abuja Now story is and what reports is going on from where you are, right? I don't know if you saw the disturbing video that I saw. I don't what is really wrong with will I say Nigerians, with us? Another video is surfaced. I do not know if these two men were lynched. I do not know if there was a jungle justice. If I didn't follow that story till the end. But I was hearing kidnappers. How many people have you unalived? They were asking one of the men, lie down, lie down. They were screaming. That video is in circulation. And is it not crazy? Just last week, we were talking about one chance and now kidnappers. And people are still doing these things. And it makes you wonder, is it that they don't listen or they don't hear or they don't see how this story goes in the end? Well, I'll just add out space and bills. Be right back in a short bit. It's Abuja Now on The Breakfast Show.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Sorry, sir. We just sold the last one.
Chai! Papa, what happened? They just sold the 2-bedroom bungalow I wanted to buy, and all others are calling big prices. 30 million naira, 35 million naira for a 2-bedroom bungalow terrace.
Have you tried My Abuja Home Limited?
My Abuja Home Limited? No!
My Abuja Home is selling their 2-bedroom terrace bungalows in Gwagwalada for a promo price of just 17 million naira only.
Wow, that's very affordable. And in Gwagwalada, Abuja FCT, which is just 30 minutes from town?
Yes, it's just after the FRCL radio house in Old Kutunku in Gwagwalada.
So,
for this promo price of 17 million naira, the 2-bedroom comes with a large sitting space, a sizable kitchen. The floors are tiled with 2 bedrooms and toilets with fitting windows with burglary proof, security, borehole water, electricity, and the area is cool.
Wow, My Abuja Home Limited, Abi. Or you give me the number.
Just call 080 888